Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my live video. Today's live video will be talking about something very important for fashion designers. It concerns fashion designers and it also concerns um, customers or clients that patronize fashion designers. Okay, so we're talking about something really, really important and just like the title, the reasons why the style is not giving what it should, it's not coming out the way it should come out, okay? And there are several reasons. I mean, we have we have countless reasons why certain styles don't end up coming out as it should. Even if you try your best as a fashion designer to bring that style to life, it will end up not coming out the way it should. Hello everybody, welcome to another live video. This is So with Oma here on YouTube. You can subscribe to my channel. I go live once in a while, at least once a week, to share with you tutorials on certain styles that may look difficult or complicated. I do share how to draft and cut them in a very simple, simplified manner, okay, beginners friendly manner. And you can reach me on my other social media platforms, on my Ideal Luxury, on Instagram, on my Ideal Luxury brand, on TikTok, on my Ideal Luxury, and on Facebook, on my Ideal Luxury. But here, so it's Oma. Welcome. If you're joining, thank you for joining. Please like so that more people can join. We're just about to start. So, like I said, this video concerns the fashion designers and clients. So everybody, as a fashion designer, you need to hear this. As the customer yourself, you need to hear this so that you don't always push blame. You don't always push the blame to the fashion designer, that it's the fashion designer that is the one that did not sew it well. My fashion designer is not good, or my fashion designer is not great at her work or at his work. So the fault is not just from a fashion designer. Hi, supercars, welcome. The fault is not just from the fashion designers, it's also sometimes from the customer, from the client. Oh, let me. Okay, so it's for the client. Sometimes the fault is from the client, and sometimes also the fault is from the fashion designer. So number one thing I would say is fabric. We all know that there are certain fabrics that you, as a fashion designer, when you see them or your clients bring them to you, you shouldn't accept. There are certain fabrics that, as a fashion designer, you shouldn't accept. You must not accept it. For instance, your client wants to make a structured outfit. Your client wants to make a structured outfit. Some of all those, like the exaggerated hip kind of outfit, some outfit that it stands, maybe the pants is well structured, it's not those flowy type of outfit. And your client brings satin, or your client brings silk, even Ankara. Your client brings Ankara. Best believe that that style will not come out the way it should. Or your clients bring crepe for a structured fabric. If you're not using the right interface, my sister, my brother, that style will not come out the way. If your client chooses a structured style, you must ensure that that style, the fabric you're using to interpret that style, or replicate or recreate that style, is the kind of fabric that will bring out the style as it should, the exact way it should. It's the kind of fabric that will bring it out as it should. Another thing also that can make a style not come out the way it should is your client's body type. The client's body type. Honestly speaking, I think we should stop that. Sometimes you hear some people saying things like, if you're a good designer, you're supposed to make the style to come out the way so maybe someone who is slimmer or somebody who is curvy that wears a particular style, and you that maybe your body shape is like an inverted triangle or something, you now go ahead to choose that style, knowing fully well that your body type will not bring out the style out as it should. Best believe that it might end up becoming error. It might end up becoming an error. It will not come out well. That's the truth. It won't come out well. So your choice of fabric is very important. If you're making a flowy gown or a flowy outfit, you know that the kind of materials you go for are silk fabric, cotton fabric, light cotton, soft cotton fabric, satins for flowing dresses, light crepe. You have those very light crepe. There are some Korean crepe that you go for. Even linen, there's some light linen that you go for. If you're going for something that is flowy, go for a very light textured fabric. If you're going for something that has weight, of course, or has structure, you'll be looking at, in Africa or in Nigeria, we have something called ashoke. You'll be going for ashoke. There are other fabrics like the thick denim. If you're going for a structured style, you have your denim fabric, which is, we call it jean here. Some people know it as jean in Nigeria and some part of Africa, right? But it's generally known or called denim. There are so many other structured fabric like that. So the first thing you must identify is fabric, your choice of fabric, like, in fact, I cannot overemphasize on that. Your choice of fabric is very, very, very important. It's even better to reject certain ones. If your client brings a kind of fabric that you know that this thing cannot recreate this type and bring it out as it should come out, you must, or you should try as much as you can to talk your client into changing the material or changing the style. And then if your client insists, please just know that if you go ahead to do that thing, you are up for dragging, serious dragging. You're up for what? Serious dragging. So you must try your best to convince your client to change the style or change the fabric. It's either your client changes the style or change the fabric. Also, for clients, please listen to your professionals, your fashion designers, listen to them. If you're a client and you know that your designer has already told you that, see this style, this thing will not be enough. This fabric rather will not recreate this style. Please listen to your fashion designer. They are the professionals. They are the ones who will tell you what you should do and what you should not do. Don't insist that this is the fabric I have. Does it mean that my fabric cannot make it? Are you sure you're a professional designer? Don't insist. When you insist like that, it might end up becoming something that even you at the end of it you would not like. I've talked about fabric. I've talked about the body type. I cannot also overemphasize on the body type. It is very, very important as a fashion designer to know your client's body type and to know what style works for your client. Know your client's body type and know what works for your client. I've talked about the body type, and now I'm going to talk about the amount of fabric. So fabric is different from the amount of fabric. The amount of fabric is very essential. There are some styles. This goes for the designer. This is to the designer and the client who is also choosing styles. There are some styles you see online and you see how full, how luxury it looks, how luxurious it looks, and you carry 6 yards. You say, it's not 6 yards. Is there anything 6 yards cannot make? Carry 6 yards of Ankara. Maybe it's an Ankara style. You see how full. Maybe it's a mermaid dress or a mermaid skirt. You see how full it is. You now carry 6 yards, and maybe what they use there is like 12 yards or more, um, um, depending on. So if you have questions, kindly put down your questions, right? I would answer. So you bring 6 yards as the client and give it to the customer and say recreate this style. Whereas what was used was about 12 yards or more, depending on the kind of style. For some that will buy prep, maybe you see a particular pan or you see a particular style, you go ahead and give you tell your designer that it's 3 yards that you have. Whereas maybe what was used was 4, 5, 6 yards. Do you understand? So you must take note of that. Whether you're a fashion designer or you're a client, you must take note of that. Sometimes the amount of fabric may ruin the style for you, no matter the effort you put. The amount of fabric, the amount, I mean, when I mean the amount, how much fabric was given to you or you're using for a style can ruin it, especially when you're working with a full, like a gathered style, styles that are gathered, like it's a gathered style or peplon. There are some peplons that are double. You will see how full the peplon is. You will think, oh, it's just one 360 peplon. There are some peplon that are 720. There are some peplon that are over 1,000. Because of how full it is, somebody will give you 6 yards. You will take it and be racking your brain, be hitting yourself on how to achieve that particular style. Please learn to reject those things. Learn to reject it. If your client, if you know very well, you've calculated and you see that, see, this 3 years, this 4 years, this 6 years cannot do this style. Communicate with your customer, communicate with your client, let them know. If they insist, please do well to tell them, I can't make it. There is nothing wrong in rejecting. See, we are past that era of rejecting things. It means that I'm not doing well. You are doing very well. As a matter of fact, you are preventing premium damage control in the future. Future damage control, I need to say. You're preventing future damage control. So if you have communicated with your customer and you have told your customer that, ma, this fabric, the amount of fabric you're bringing will not recreate this style, will not bring this style the way it will look like the picture you gave me. Let's change style. I can show you other beautiful style or bring more fabric. If your customer says, I'm going to use it, that's what Sister Joy is using for me. That's what Ada is using for me. It's 3 years that I've been since I've been sewing. I've never used anything more than 3 years. Some customers can be like that. They want to test you and they want to make sure that some of them they want to ensure that they make you fall into that trap and you will be trapped in it. You can't come out. So be wise. As a customer, as a client, you too also try as much as you can to listen to your fashion designers. Not all styles that you must recreate. Your body type may not let that style come out well. Imagine somebody whose stomach is really big. Have you not seen some people making corsets for somebody who is very fat? It will still be obvious. See what corset does. If for people making corset, I'm not saying you can't make corset for someone who is extremely big. Of course, you need to know the angles, know how to contour and all of that. But there are some people who, honestly speaking, corset is not for them. Don't try and say, let me try. Don't try it. Corset. There are some people that when you make corset for them, you will ruin your brand. You as a fashion designer, you are ruining your brand. There's some body type that if you decide to make corset for, you are destroying your brand. That's what you are doing. You are just destroying the brand completely. So you must take note of that. Some people will come and say, I want to make corset. You tell them, ma, please, with all due respect, politely, I don't think this style will fit you. Let's do something else. Let's do something, tell them that in fact, there are some people that corset will fit, but they will not wear it well. They will not bring the beauty out. Yes, they will not bring the beauty out. So you must take note of all of this. Somebody wants to make us set, the person is big, you say, let's try it. We'll snatch it. We'll do it. No matter how you try it, sometimes when you do it, you see that that's when the tummy will more of you. Do you understand? So consider body type of your client, consider the fabric, consider the amount of fabric. It is very, very important. Consider the amount of fabric that you'll be using for your clients. Consider it very important. There are so many styles you see online. Honestly, if you know the work, that was put into that, if you know the amount of fabric that was put into that, eh? If you know the days of sleepless nights or the sleepless nights that was put into that, if you know the errors and mistakes that was done and corrected, there are some people that you just tell me, "He told you I can't create this stuff for you because of these reasons." If they insist, just don't talk again. Just leave them, let them rest. Let them take it out to another person. Don't see, as a fashion designer, don't be afraid to let people go. Don't be afraid to let people go, especially when you are sure of what you're doing. Because some people, they are there to ruin your brand, like to spoil it, to scatter that brand. They are there to destroy it. Like, see, there are customers there from the pit of hell that have come to scatter your brand. When you are sure, sometimes you can't avoid them. You just have to keep praying. But when you are sure of what you know, for instance, you are sure that the shape of this person cannot bring out the style, please advise the person, convince the person to choose another style. If the person insists, kindly let the person go. Kindly let the person, don't insist, it's a first time customer, I don't want to be pushing customers. If you try your best and you see that this person is insisting on ruining your brand, let the person go. It's not by force. It's better to keep your brand sane, keep your own self sane, than to try your best to see how you can please a customer and end up falling into the trap that was set for you. So it's better to let that customer go. It's not by force. It is not by force. All right. So these are the things so far so good, like, and they are very essential. I mean, you should take note of all these things. Your choice of fabric is very important. The body type of your customer very important, and the amount of fabric very, very important. Very, very important. Okay. So that's just a few reasons from the many reasons. There are so many reasons why the style. And another reason is you don't know how to cut that style. Yes, you don't know how to cut that style. There is nothing wrong. Look, there are people who are doing only boo boo, eh? It's only boo boo that they are doing and they are making it. Do your boo boo and do that. There are people, it's only pants that they are doing, pants and shorts in this fashion industry, and they are making it big time. Do your pants and be at peace with yourself. You that you don't know how to sew blazers, you don't know how to properly sew blazers, you will go and collect blazers and charge the customer. Then when you come out, they drag you, say, you didn't do anything, you did it well, it's the body of the person. It is because you don't know how to cut the style. There's nothing wrong in being humble and saying, I don't know how to cut this style. You may not necessarily need to tell them. You may just tell them, give a good reason, like you are not chance. That's the best way to excuse yourself from problems. Oh, I'm not chance. Can you wait till you know that maybe this person wants to receive it at in a short time? You tell the person, please, can you call? I don't have time to give you now. I'm not chance. I'm not available. Just find a way to give excuses to prevent yourself from entering wahala. If you don't know how to cut certain style, don't go and try. This is not the era of try and error. See, this is the era of dragging online. They drag you. If they drag you, that brand or that business is gone. So even you as a designer or as a tailor, as a fashion designer, it's not all style that you should sew. If you don't know how to sew it, leave it there. Leave it there for people who can sew it. Don't force it. Don't force it. There's some there's some styles that if you try, hmm, you will cry. When you try to do it, you will cry. So it's not compulsory you force it. You don't force it. If you can't make it, leave it. If you can't sew it, leave it. Be good at see. People want to trust you because they know that you are very good at what you are doing. If you are only good at pants, there are so many people that want to make pants. There are so many people that enjoy making only pants. Or if they are making other things, when it comes to pants, they will come to you. If it's tops or dresses or just boo, some people they know that your boo is exceptional, is different. When they want to make boo, they will come to you. So not like you only know how to cut trousers and top, simple tops and simple gowns. Somebody will give you what is it called, um corsets. You go collect them. You go say you want try. Don't try. Reject it. Find a way. Give excuses. Reject it. Remove wahala from your head. Remove wahala from your head. Okay. So these are all the things I can remember. If I remember any other one, I would let you know. Okay. Thank you very much, very much, very much for joining, for as many people that joined. And thank you for staying and hanging around till this time. I'll be saving the video. I'll be saving the live so that you can watch some other time. Okay, and please do well to subscribe. You'll be seeing more of all these videos, like videos that will inform you, videos that will enlighten you, okay? Videos that will keep you on track, videos that will continue to quicken your mortal body. So do well to subscribe to the channel, do well to like, and yeah, till we see in another live. Bye bye.